Hello everyone, I'm Psychotic, and that's also my screen name. Today we're going to be going on a copper run, harvesting the rye and paying off our taxes, and then we're going to try to cram as much flax as we can into the fields. Once the fields are handled, we're going to work on building both the pigsty and the donkey stable. We should have enough farming tech for the donkey stable after the harvesting and the planting. And then we're going to see about spending any excess coin for pigs and donkeys. Other than that, we're just going to kind of play the game. So if you learn anything useful today, or if you have a good time, please don't be afraid to drop a like. If you're feeling friendly, maybe go ahead and subscribe. But either way, let's go ahead and load in. That is not the right button, psych. Alrighty, here we go. We are towards the end of winter. So let's see about getting everything together that we can. How many coins do we have left? We have 513, and our taxes are going to be... let's see if we can buy any more cherry trees before the season change real quick. Because if we can, that's going to go a long way, because they take a full year in a season to grow, and then they only yield fruit in summer. So if we can get them planted in winter, then this whole batch next summer, not this coming summer, but the summer after, will be ready to harvest. And fortunately, with the changes to the economy, the cherries themselves are going to be fairly profitable. So we're going to go that route with it, and just because we don't have to do anything to maintain them like we do the other crops, we can just basically plant them, ignore them, and harvest them once a year. So we're going to passive income off of them until such a time as we have the tavern, and then we will make wine out of them for even more money. I totally just ran by birds that we could have killed for money. Alright, we need red shirt guy with that red hat. Is he still at his stall? He is. Alright, so let's see what he's got for cherry saplings. I don't think we bought them this season. I think it was last season that we bought them. I've been wrong before, though. He's got apple, but I'm not seeing cherry. Yeah, I think we already bought them this season. I thought that we bought them in the prior season, but apparently I was incorrect. That's alright. I've been wrong before, and I'm sure it'll happen again. But we do have some crap that we can sell, at least. That wooden wheel we need to hold on to for that quest. Alright, well, let's head home and go to sleep. I'd love to nail some birds. With our new lovely recurve bow that Sight can actually aim with. So that's fun and exciting. I would like to take some deer out, but our food is low. And I don't... well, I guess we could eat. Do we have food on us? No. Okay. Because it's going to reset at the season change, so I don't want to fill up the whole bar. That'd be a waste. I do want to make sure, too, that we actually filled the... what's it? Hey, Stesso. Hey, Storm. Hey, Jackie. The town in the SE might have seeds. Oh, in the southeast? Maybe. Is that... yes. They have a farmer down there, I believe. I think I remember seeing that when we were out exploring. But we are too close to the season change for me to bother running that far. Okay, these are full. Alright, yeah, let's just sleep and we'll deal with it as it comes. Dinner time? I never pass up free dinner.
The more you work, the hungrier you get.
Aw, she's hungry. Feathers are always good. We're using those for money. Alright. Will you let us sleep? Oh, wow. Alright, so it looks like we're going to eat a potage and go do something for the next minute and a half. I love how they hum the theme song. That makes me happy. Alright, so let's steal a potage or two. One's probably enough. For the reasons stated prior. But we can go nab some deer now that I should be able to shoot like I'm worth something. I also would like to get us 2 female extractors and a male producer. Those are definitely goals for today as well. We'll see how that turns out. Arrows, arrows, arrows. Oh, alright. It is what it is. Alright, now we know that there's some deer right over here. It seems silly to me to murder these rabbits, but I guess we can sell the fur, and the meat definitely won't go astray. I don't know that we're going to chase both of them, but this one was en route, so... Hey, James, what's going on, man? I do like, too, that we have a clay pit right here. I feel like that's going to come in really handy once we get the tavern. Right now, it's kind of pointless, but that'll change. Alright, I don't think we messed with all of these deer, did we? We might have. One of the herds we left be, I just don't remember which one. And since we've got a little bit of time to kill before it'll let us sleep, we may as well take them out now. Or at least a couple of them. Because we're going to need that leather. Well, there's at least the bucks. So that's something. Let's get our stamina back before we start taking shots. Too far left. There we go. There are still misses in there, but I've never been the best shot. Fortunately, there are a lot less misses in there. So I'm seriously thinking that the recurve bow is what the issue was. Yeah, I'll get you in a minute, don't you worry. Alright, where'd them biggins go? There's one. Yeah, it was way too high. Did that kill him? No. That sounded like it might have. No? Need the huntsman's bow. There's a huntsman's bow? I thought it was just the longbow, the recurve bow, and the bow. I apparently shot this up here, so that's fun. Oh, and from Skyrim, right? Alright, I know there was one more of these bastards running around here. Oh, there he is. What? Is he a teleporting deer? That seems a little unfair. But yeah, we're getting much more consistent hits now, so I think it really was a bow issue. I think that's exactly what was going on. Because it does more damage to animals, right? Oh, this is going to be cold. I'm sorry, character. Alright, and then we can fit our... There we go. We are going to need to make some more arrows soon. It's probably not a bad idea to do that now. I had intended to use those feathers for money, but maybe we'll just use them for arrows. Although we don't have enough. I don't know what we have in storage, but we don't have enough arrows on us. Or feathers, rather. There should be some birds in the road up here. Unless I already killed them. Just possible, because I seem to have this problem where I can't run past birds. Alright, well, how's our traps? Nope. Well, our rabbit trap went off. And now we need another one, so I guess those sticks aren't going to waste. Alright, let's see what we have for feathers before we sleep. We should be able to sleep now. Oh, we have just enough to make 10. Alright, well, it's better than a poke in the eye with a sharp stick, yeah? Alright, we're going to hold on to this bow, because I'm pretty sure that we will eventually need it for that quest that I was talking about. I don't know why we didn't have it right away, but we will need it eventually for that quest. Alright. So we can at least make 10. That'll put us back up to where we were when we left. That is not... There we go. That is a stick. Seriously? No rocks? What bullshit is this? No rocks. There's some. Alright. Now our rye will be ready to harvest. And we've got a sickle for that. And that should, between harvesting that and getting the field ready for flax, should give us enough points to be able to get the donkey shed up and running. Ideally. There we are. So I'm thinking we need pigs and we need we need pigs, donkeys, and hopefully sheep. Because even if we don't plan on making this a main encampment, we can keep the sheep here until the other camp's ready, and then we can use this as the baby spot for them. So I'm thinking 1, 2, 3 maybe? I don't know if we can fit them all here or not. You know what? We're just going to have free roam animals. We're not going to do a fence right away until we have all the buildings required, because I don't want to try to map that out, because we all know from past experience that I'm going to screw it up. Alright. Ta-da! Happy spring, everyone. Now, do we have our bronze? No, we don't. We put it in storage. Which is fine. That is absolutely fine. We did make 2 of them. Because I'm not sure how far it's going to go. Okay, as close to north as we can get. Oh. I did not realize that we had already fertilized some of this. That is going to help for sure. I really miss my scythe. Okay. So if we aim just right, we can get a whole tile at once. Which of course I will not be able to do consistently because it's me. Well, I'm glad we made two. Could you guys talk someplace else, please? You're as bad as the damn kids.
That's morning breeze. It smells divine.
He must be upwind from us. Alright, should be last pass. The flax is going to be absolutely atrocious like this.
What specifically should I do?
Do we have somebody that's not assigned? I feel like her comment means that she's not assigned. Okay, we've got our excavation shed. What did we just unlock? Was it farming based? Hey, we unlocked the donkey shelter! That's exciting! Who put the houses right outside the fields? Me. That way they're as close as possible to the field for working it. They still don't need to stand in the middle of the field. I get what you're getting at there. If they don't want a sickle to the knee, they shouldn't be hanging out in the fields. Hey, look at that. 770 rye grain. Excellent. So that's going to cover all of our fields. We shouldn't have to buy any more. Whoops. I forgot to take that out of my inventory before we slept. Alright, so we're going to keep back 300 of this. And right now, we can't make anything out of it because we still have quite a bit of production to go until then, so we're going to sell 470. It doesn't sell for a terrible lot, it's only 4 apiece, but that's, I mean, 1,600. It's better than a poke in the eye with a sharp stick, yeah? Cool, yeah. Oh my god, I know about taxes. Okay, so we need to scrounge as much as we can. Nope. Oh, should we go to the mine first? Let's go to the mine first. How close are we to unlocking the bronze, though? Oh, we still have a ways to go. Okay. So let's go to the mine first and get some copper to make money as well. Do we have any pickaxes on us? No. Okay, so we'll have to make a couple pickaxes as well. 2 ought to do. We've also got our rot here. So that's 120 fertilizer. That's going to go a long way. And then how much each were these again? So they are 30 kilograms apiece, so we need 60 kilograms worth of cabbage to fill those again. I don't know why I came here. So it looks like our taxes wound up being 600. Okay. And then we might have to cool it with the, turning these into rot. We'll see how much is left, but, oh. Yeah, we're gonna have to cool it with the rot and just leave it for food now. That's fine, though. As we should have enough to finish that, and possibly start the third field. As far as taxes go, it looks like they actually hit 600, so our 500 is not going to be enough. You all three have jobs, right? Yeah, they all have jobs. What the hell? Miner, lumberjack, and cook. So they're assigned, and the cook should be assigned. Yeah. So why was she talking about she didn't know what to do for work? Alright, I forgot to put the meat away. I swear one day I'll get my head on straight. Hey, Steven, what's up, man? Alright, so let's make 2 of these. Nope, nope, nope. Now let's make 2 of these. I almost equipped them into 7. And we can nab a couple of deer on our way now that we can actually hit our damn targets. We're gonna leave the bucks like we did in winter. We're just gonna take the does. And it shouldn't take very long. And then we'll hit up the copper. And that way we'll have enough money to cover taxes and possibly buy some more of the other stuff that we need. Now we are going to wind up storing the meat temporarily in the resource storage. I know that's not where it goes. Please don't crucify me for that. It's only because we don't have a food storage where we're going. And we're going to need all the inventory space we can get for the harvesting of the rocks. Speaking of rocks, let's grab 2 because we are going to need at least 1 more knife, probably 2. Let's grab 10 sticks and 4 rocks. 2, 3, and 4. There we go. Alright, that'll cover us for skinning implements as well. 2 should be enough for the does over here. I don't think we'll need more than that. We might if we take the other group on our way back, but we can always make them out of the rocks that we get out of the mine. Alright, I'm going to stop sprinting early this time so we don't have to wait for stamina to come back. Why are you already running? It's like they know. Nah. I don't like over-the-hill shots. It's too hard to tell where they're moving to. That was way too far in the ahead of it. I like how it just randomly sped up there and dodged my arrow. That was interesting. I like how they duck and dodge and weave now. It's freaking annoying when you're trying to shoot them, but it's kind of more realistic than them just running in straight lines like they used to. Right? We do have to watch out for the wolves over here. Sometimes they get a little close to the stream. But we're making much better work of them now than we were prior with that regular bow. I like how it just randomly speeds up sometimes, too. I'm just going to meander along, and then suddenly we're going to sprint. Because why not? Alright, so we want... Careful Hunter, is that the one? Yes. Wait, did we have more than 1 point? No, okay. So that's going to get us a little bit extra meat and leather, which is going to be really nice. Especially once we get the sweet flax coming in. Because we're going to need a lot of this leather then for making bags. Not simple bags, but regular bags. How many arrows are you going to take there, buddy? I believe the answer is at least one more. Wow! Thank you. That was at least 4 hits. I must not have been pulling all the way. So yeah, it looks like only one of them really missed. I really don't like the reduction in durability on items, though. That's frustrating. I wish that they had at least allowed us some means to repair items to make up for it. Whoops. And I mean, it's a hefty knockdown. Like, some of the iron tools that used to be 800 durability are now like 400 or 500. Like, it's not like we lost a couple of points. You turned at the most inopportune moment, sir. Yeah, I agree, Storm. It's too extreme. But it is what it is. I mean, we don't really have any power to change it, so... I feel like the durability wouldn't be that big of a deal if, like I said, we could repair items. I feel like that would make it nice and more realistic. That's not going to work for me. Stamina. Nope, nope, he's after a rabbit. And now he's after us. No, no, no. You don't just get to come start shit and then run away. That is not how this works. Damn wolves. Oh, we need to check and see, too, if our fence trick worked on that bear. I'm a little worried that I don't see the other wolf. He must be up around the corner. I think we may have gotten away with it. So here's our fence that we built. And I see no bears. Yes, we did it. There's no bears here anymore. We can now build over here. Although this is a lot more hilly than it looked from up on top. We'll see if we can't make it work. Maybe we can use the terrain to our advantage and get some more texture to our village this time. I'd really like to build over here. It's quite flat over here. I just don't want to wipe out both of these deer herds and all these trees. Like, I wouldn't mind losing the birch, but I really don't want to lose all the maples. So they're really nice looking. That was way high. I don't know what I was thinking. Yeah, I agree with the Hunter's Lodge. It's almost not worth having now. The only real reason that we have it is to make bows. Because we can make stone arrows at the smithy, but we cannot make bows at the smithy. And honestly, even though we still need the meat for the potage, it's not a huge deal for us to supplement the meat ourselves. Because they have such a dramatic increase in the amount of animals in the game now. I haven't checked the other map, so I don't know if those herds got any bigger or not, but I do know that the herds here are much, much bigger and more condensed than they were in the valley. So I'm hoping that we'll be able to supplement much easier that way. Alright, let me put these deer skulls in there, the fur, the meat, and we did get quite a bit of leather, which is always good. Alright, let's see about getting ourselves some copper. I think we'll probably have at least one more season change before we need to go after bronze, so I'm not going to worry about the tin this time either. But here in the near future, we're going to start doing tin. The herds in the valley are about the same. That's unfortunate. Like having the option not being forced to hunt if I don't want to. That's fair. And I don't know if how much of Season 2 you watch, Storm, but hunting has always been my lowest skill. Because I'm not super fond of the quote-unquote combat in this game. It is one of my only real gripes. Like, sometimes it's fun for a change in pace, but it's not something that I want to do regularly. Like, hunting bandits is great when you're bored. Oh, you did watch Season 2? Yeah, so our hunting skill was only like level 6 by the end of that, and everything else was more or less maxed. Now there's an eagle over here. He likes to land on the side of the trail sometimes. I was hoping that he'd be there so that we could nab some feathers from him. Alright, I realized that I started at the front again like I said we weren't going to. We're going to run to the back and work our way forwards because I feel like that's going to be less back and forth running in the grand scheme of things. Especially since we can get back here empty a lot faster and easier. I mostly hunt to level up skill. Yeah. Well, that's how it used to be, but with the herd, like Jackie was saying, if the herds on the valley haven't changed that much, that's going to be dangerous with the nerf that they made to the hunting lodge. Because in those bigger villages, like we had 80-some people, I don't know that I could have pulled in enough meat to handle that without sacrificing other things, like the stuff that we were using to make money. You'd have to sacrifice something to supplement your meat income because that's not going to be enough anymore. Also, you're not going to be able to get as much leather or feathers out of it. But that's alright. I mean, like I said, the changes have already taken place. There's not really anything we can do about it. The fishing hut looks promising now. We'll have to experiment with the meals using fish. What meals do use fish, now that I'm thinking on it? Kitchen. Nope. 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 Hmm. Yeah, this is mostly breads. I think there's some, like, the fish tart and whatnot in the tavern, but that's, like, endgame. Right, right. But the potage is nice because it covers some of your water need, too. Although I guess we can just make sure that we have somebody running the well. Alright, yeah. I feel like I missed a node. I didn't, but I feel like I did. Alright, so this should cover our taxes, and hopefully enough flax to finish off the fields. I don't think we're going to get to 300 flax. I was hoping, but I doubt it. Ah, there's one node left. There's a single node left. And we probably could have got it, but then we'd have been coming out here to crawl. I feel like it's still faster to come out now that while we can still move and then run back in. I think we still have a couple of does to nail on the way out. I don't remember if we got them all or not. Although we are getting dangerously low on arrows. The arrows break a lot more than they used to, too. Like, they used to break, but it wasn't super frequent. And now it seems like they break more often than they don't. I like that they're buffing prepared food for the next update. Oh, are they? As it is now, ingredients give more food than a potage, right? Well, we might do the fishing hut then. And just make sure that we have an extra extractor for the, whoop, I gotta turn around. And just make sure that we have an extra extractor for the, well. Oh. We're out of stuff. Excavation shed and the wood shed. Fantastic. I don't know how the excavation shed's out. I could have sworn that we threw them a bunch of pickaxes. But, okay. We can at least throw them the one that we've got on hand. So let's throw them these while we make some more. So we're going to need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then that's going to be 20. And then we need 2 per axe or 4 per axe? 2 per axe. The meat demand is not keeping up with the ability of the hunters to get it right. Alright, so we have 7, so let's grab 3 more. And then we'll grab 30 sticks. Ah. I botched that. I didn't have our empty hand available when I made the axes. You know what? We'll give them all the axes, and we'll use these bronze axes first. That's how we'll handle that. Oh, I see what I did. I pulled a stupid. So we need another 20 sticks. We're gonna have to get more sticks here soon. We've already worked our way through a quarter of this bow that we bought at the end of last episode. That's not good. I really, really don't like the changes in durability. Well, asshole. Stop turning! You! Alright, that one was me. The damn thing keeps dodging my arrows. Like, one of those misses sure was me. But the other ones were them jinking and ducking and performing shenanigans. You know what? We might use all of this leather to make bags to sell. Simple bags. And we will make the regular bags. We'll just have to go hunting again next season to get more leather to make the regular bags. I hear him howling. I don't see him though. There's some pigs up here too. It reminds you of the Skyrim sidestep, right? Alright, I heard the wolf howling, but I don't see him. And that makes me very nervous, because I want these pigs. There's a random stone arrow up here. I have no idea how it got up here. It might be from a prior season. There's 2. There you are, Wolfie. Oh, you don't want to play anymore? You shoot him in the head and he runs away. Now I gotta go find his ass. All right. Well, this whole area should be clear now. We got all 3 wolves, and the bears are despawned, so we're in business. I think if we start building a village down here that we need to despawn these wolves. I'm not going to do it now because they're a nice source of XP, but when we start living down here, I do not want them this close to the village. Alright, so we have quite a sizable amount of leather, too. We've burned more or less a whole day of the season, but that's not going to be a huge deal, because we did it to gather stuff that we need for money. So, it wasn't a waste. Right, I forgot you can't be moving when you start to drink, or it doesn't count. Saw a discussion claiming fruit trees, specifically apple and pear, can be the new food meta. Apples as food, pears for water. Huh. It's going to be hard to gauge how many you need for your villagers, though, because they only actually produce once a year. That's going to be the hard part. But, I mean, it is a valid point. No, that doesn't go in there. I don't know how the cherries are going to stack up selling base versus the other fruits now. I don't know if that's changed or not. They used to all be more or less on par. I'm kind of assuming they still are. And that may or may not be true. But I like the way the cherry trees look, so if I have to take a bit of a money hit for that, I don't really care. Alright, so let's take our copper. We know we can't take all of it. Can we get away with half? We can. Especially with the lower cost of saplings, right? Well, yeah, I mean, 1 cherry will pay almost completely pay for the sapling. And you get more than 1 cherry per tree. So, that's a thing. Because I think when I was doing the video for the economy, the new economy, I believe that cherries were worth 20 apiece. I know we looked at it while we were in there. So I'm pretty sure that they're going to be a pretty solid investment for us as far as that goes. Okay, 52 is going to be 26 sticks. Wait, do I have any sticks? No, so 26 sticks. What am I doing? We're just going to dump it all into money. It's probably overkill, but that's alright. Right, leather. We have quite a bit of leather. No new tech unlocks. Oh, we're getting there. Okay, so we may as well, since we have these bags on us and we're getting ready to sell a bunch of them, we may as well take our fertilizer and finish the fields off. And we can do that through the night so that we don't waste any time. Do we have any wooden hoes? No. Can't we make stone hoes? I don't think you have to buy a recipe for stone hoe, do you? No, you don't. 1 log and 5 rocks. Did it again. So if you craft something when you have an empty hand open, it will automatically equip that something to said hand. That's why I try to do that as best I can. Sometimes I screw it up, though. Because, I mean, it's me. Of course I do. Alright, I think we have 50 here. But I definitely want to see what we can do about pigs and donkeys. The donkey for travel reasons, the pig for manure reasons, that we don't have to keep rotting half of our food supply. Although we could, realistically, we might not need pigs. If we can get our food supply out of the fishing hut, we might be able to forego pigs completely and use the entirety of our cabbage crop for making fertilizer. That's an option. Because previously, the fishing hut wasn't worth the effort. But if it is now, I mean, it at least bears investigation. Because we need to grow something in the summer anyway. But if we can just grow a crap ton of cabbage just for the rot factor, then we can forgo the pigs entirely and not have to worry about an extra farmer that route. I guess we can try it and see if we can get away with it. Worst case scenario, it doesn't work and we're back to doing it the old way. That's what you're doing now, Storm? Alright. Because, yeah, I mean, we don't grow anything in the summer anyway for money, so we could still grow the cabbage and just have it for rot. And that would be one less thing that we had to worry about animal feed for, and a farmer for. Although, we would also lose out on the money that we get from when the pigs breed. Which, well, I guess with the animals being lowered in value, that's not that big of a deal either. Because we only get half of what you buy them for, and since they're no longer 1,600 apiece, they're only 600 apiece, then that means we're only going to get 300 for selling one. So, in the grand scheme of things, that'll work. Oh, Alex is going to be so upset. Because his whole empire worked on selling horses. And that's not going to be profitable at all now. Nope, I thought I was done. I was not. It's easier to keep track of where you are in the field when you're doing fertilizer because you can see the count in the bottom right-hand corner. Whereas when you're plowing, you just kind of go, I must diversify. You know, diversification sounds great in business, but it's actually the specialties that do better. Just throwing that out there. There are some exceptions to that rule, but for the most part, it's truth. Businesses that over-diversify usually fail. Businesses that are specialized usually do much, much better, because everything that you diversify into, you have to make new infrastructure and get new employees trained in new specialties to do successfully. So the less like your current form of business that your additions are, the more likely they are to not be as profitable. Now, and like I said, there are some notable exceptions, like GE is into everything, but they also didn't get that way overnight. And of course, anytime you make a generalization, there's always going to be an exception. Well, I think we'll get, at minimum, 2 full fields of flax done. I'm hoping that we can get 3. We'll see how it shakes out. It's going to depend mostly on coinage. So I think we have enough. I think he'll have enough seeds to cover 3 fields. I'm not sure if we'll have enough money to buy enough seeds to cover 3 fields. Because we're also going to have to buy some fertilizer. We're not going to have to buy most of what we already have, obviously. Like, the first 2 fields are going to be finished, but I don't think we have enough to get all the way through a 3rd field. And with our taxes being 500 a year, that's kind of rough this early in the game. We did it to ourselves. We built way too many infrastructure buildings way too quickly, some of which we haven't even used yet, like the tailor. We really didn't need a tailor because we don't have any flax yet. So that could have waited, but it is what it is. We already have it, and it would be a waste to tear it down and rebuild it, so we're not going to. It looks like my guess of 30 there was pretty close. Or 70, rather. My guess that we already had 30 was pretty close. We were only off by 2. Did I sell all of those fishing spears that we had found? I can't remember. If I didn't, then we might be able to actually get the fishing shack up even easier. Otherwise, we might have to make some fishing spears. Alright, so that's 2 full fields fertilized and ready to rock. So let's throw this fertilizer back for a moment. Take our flax seeds. We don't quite have 200. So we still need 130. But the fact that we have 170 shows that we should be able to get enough from him to do 130 more to finish off the 3rd field. So we should wind up with 3 fields worth of flax. Oh. Jumped the gun on that one. So we need to start thinking up donkey names, guys. I got a bunch of you on here, so it's a good time to try and figure out what we want to name our first donkey. I mean, I suppose we could always name him Jack. He could be Jack the Ass. Or Jackass for short. I'm sure you guys have better ideas, though. Nobody? Nothing? Assassin. You know, one of the books that I really enjoyed when I was younger, it's a book called Villains by Necessity by Eve Forward. And in it, one of the assassins, the assassin makes a joke about how half an assassin is just an ass. So, assassin kind of works. Also, that's a phenomenal book if you can find it. It's out of print, but it's a fantastic book. She caught a lot of flack for it because it was her first novel, but I enjoyed it immensely. Donkey McDonkey face. Well, I plan to name the female donkey Geraldine. Don't ask about that story, but there is one. But the male donkey is the one that we're naming. Donkey McDonkey face. Long duck donkey. Hey now. Was kind of hoping that we would get to bronze before we planted this, because I really, really, really want a scythe for harvesting. You know what? We might see if we can buy a scythe or two. I don't know if they're for sale yet or at all, but we could check the tool vendors. It's entirely possible that we can buy one. Like naming pairs, male and female after couples, real or fictional, Jack and Jill. Yeah, fair. Mr. Tumnus? For your goat? That's awesome. Oh, we're out of seeds. Okay. So let's see if we have... And it's good timing, because it's just now getting to be morning. So we know that we're going to need to keep some of these back. Let's keep like 5 of these... Well, let's keep 8 of these back. And we've got 40... So we have almost 50 fertilizer for the new field. So we only need 53 fertilizer. And we need 130 flax seeds. I should probably write that somewhere. So 53 fertilizer. And 30, did I say? No, 130. Flax. Okay. Because I'm going to forget that by the time we get over there. So I did keep those fishing spears. We're in business on that front. So let's take... Oh, right. We have rye that we could take. So we can take 470 of it. And that's going to leave 300, which is fine. Let's take these junk bags. Okay, I guess we'll leave 16 in there. That'll be fine. That's not going to hurt anything. How are we doing weight-wise? We have copper knives that we can take. Okay, yep, we are borderline. So let's take 5 buckets to sell as well. Narnia, right from Narnia, yeah. Alright, we definitely need to get something to eat too while we're here. You know, carrying around that wooden wheel is probably not helping our weight problems. It's 4. It's 4 kilograms. I feel like we should probably actually turn that in. Well, he's up by where we would need to buy the donkey anyway. So that's fine. That's perfectly fine. I think we are going to forego the pigs for now, though. I think we're going to try that building a fishing hut instead and see how that shakes out. Your grandpa had a cat named C4 and a dog named D4. C for cat and D for dog. I had a cat named Cat, Jackie. When I was, I think I was like 20. I was in an apartment. It was my first place on my own. I guess I was 19 then. But I had a black cat named Cat. She was fun. I got her from a shelter, and kill shelter, and her original name was Chiffon, but she wouldn't answer to it, and I thought it was a stupid name for a cat. So I just started calling her Cat, and it got to the point where she would respond to Cat, so that became her name. So I had a cat named Cat. It was on her collar and at the vet and everything. Our king's neutral. What's your issue? Also, don't say that too loud in the middle of town. Somebody will kill you. Talking about she wouldn't mind if the king resigned from the throne or if somebody helped him resign. Like, that's treasonous. Alright, where's... Oh, of course, I must have just missed him, because I just saw the clothing lady walking by.
On horses with 2 large hunches on their backs.
No?
Sure.
Are you red clothes guy? Wait. Is he just a friggin' ninja? What's going on? Oh! Well, how the shit was I supposed to find him up there? Oh, we're screenshotting that shit. Alright, so there's 1,100 coins. So let's buy all of his cherry tree saplings, for sure. I forgot to make buckets out of the planks, because of course I did. Alright, so we need... Let's start with the flax seeds. We need 130 of these. Alright, then we can sell off all of those. And then we need 53 of this. Your kids named one of your black and white cats Sylvester. It took him most of a year to start answering to it. You think he knew? It's possible. I feel like animals are a lot smarter than we give them credit for. And anybody who doesn't think that's true has probably never owned a pet.
My wares, see you soon.
I think at the rate that we're going to need to harvest leather for bags and things, I don't think meat's really going to be an issue. And if we can get around the fertilizer problem with just cabbage, I don't know if we're going to be able to get enough cabbage to make that work. Because it was, what, 300? That's iffy. Well, we only need it for 3 seasons, though. I don't know. I don't know if that's going to be enough fertilizer or not. Because, yeah, it's 300 cabbage to fill both of those. And I don't remember how much fertilizer it gave us. I want to say it was like 140. So we'd need 2 of those at least, and then a little bit extra to get it to work right. I don't know. We'll try it and see how it works. Oh, fine. We'll just take them all. Inventory, tools, simple bags, 8. I do know that once all of this comes in, our money problems will be over. I completely forgot to pay the friggin' taxes. Well, at least we have enough money for it now. In spades, it looks like we have about 1,600. So I'm hoping that's going to give us enough to also buy the donkey. I don't remember how much donkeys cost. I don't think so, no. Well, maybe, but remember, 600 rod is only 60 fertilizer. Because it's rod is a 10 to 1, whereas manure is a 2 to 1. Yeah, we were just looking at possible alternatives, Stephen, for pigs, since the potage apparently isn't worth it. But, apparently you can get more food out of the materials that go into potage than you can out of the potage itself. Somebody was saying. So I was wondering if we do the fishing hut instead and just collect meat, since the hunting shed isn't worth it. If we can get by with just using the fields in the summer for the cabbage just to convert into rot. Because I had planned to buy pigs, but if we can get away with doing it differently... No, because carrots are going to take up a profitable season. I think. Yeah, they're either winter to summer or spring to autumn. Neither of which are acceptable for us. Because we need autumn for oats. Or rye, rather. And we need spring for flax. So those are not acceptable seasons. All right, that's good. That's real good. Because that is our last point in additional crops, which means we're now double the crops. The big problem with the meat is that we need, we have to supplement that because of how poor the, what's-its are now. Crap. The hunting shacks. Oh, they're 5 stones apiece. Well, that explains it. That looks like part of the field. That's going to drive me insane. That one patch up there. Alright, so we can get this finished, then we can get the donkey shed up, and then we can go buy a donkey. We're going to hold off on the pigs and see if we can make that alternative plan work. As worst case scenario, it doesn't work out and we wind up buying pigs anyway. But for now, we might be able to. So we also still have to pay the taxes that I keep forgetting to. But that leaves us with 1,000 coins. I don't know if that's going to be enough for a donkey or not. I have a sneaking suspicion that it's going to be kind of close. But we have plenty of logs. We can always make some buckets to sell too. I don't remember how much donkeys used to cost, and I sure as shit don't know what they cost now. So, I mean, pigs were shaved down by 1,000 coins. They went from 1,600 to 600, so I'm hoping that it's a significant reduction. Somebody said that horses were about half, and they used to be 10k, so I'm assuming they're around 5k now. So I'm thinking donkeys are probably going to be a little bit less. Donkeys are only 600? Are you kidding me? I thought they were like 2,500 prior. I could be wrong on that, though. It's been a long time since we bought a donkey. Generally speaking, once you get horses, you ignore donkeys. Well, if they're only 600, then we're in good shape. I don't know if 400 is going to be enough to buy the large saddlebags, You might be wrong, but they're cheap. Okay. So we'll at least have enough for the donkey. I don't know that we're going to have enough for the saddlebags and the horseshoe and the saddle, though. That's the kicker. I don't even know where to buy them, because I remember the donkeys are for sale up there, but they don't have a donkey vendor anymore. So I don't know. We might have to check that general purpose guy. Or we might have to visit more than one. Like maybe a smithy for the horseshoes and a tailor for the saddle and bag. I don't know. We'll find them, though. We will find them. We should have enough materials to build the donkey stable straight away. Like, we shouldn't have to gather anything for it. I felt like we missed a spot, but I guess not. So all of our current cherry trees will yield next summer. Anything that we plant after this will be the summer after next. I think we had 7 the first time. Oh, I missed one. So we have 8 here. We did miss one. And then we've got 5, 6, 7. So 7 and 8. I don't know if we have a hoe enough to get through all of this. We might have to make another one. So it's going to be close. This is the most tedious part about this game, I think. And I know that we could hire farmers to do it, but for right now, I feel like doing it ourselves is the most efficient thing between the levels, because this is going to make our mount faster. And the, we get the double the resources because our farming level is high enough. So we also, this is how we get the ability to summon our horse instead of having to go get it. And it's where we get the horse can carry more, which is also useful. So we need our farming skill level up as high as possible, on top of we need it for the tech tree anyway. It can be cathartic, it really can. Especially after an absolute shit day at work. But it's not the most riveting gameplay for a stream, if you get me. That's why, generally, when we do the fields, that's when story time comes out, because there's not a lot else to do. Or we do things like try and... Damn, that was close. Oh, for the... Who's it? Yeah. We're like one swing away. But I do try to keep the save pristine for you guys, so like everything that, I haven't done anything off stream on this save. So that way, you know, everything's right there in front of God and everybody. But that's also why we do the cut versions, is we cut out things like the sowing of the field and what have you. Thankfully, we're almost done. We have a little less, just over half of the field to go of sowing, and then we can actually build the donkey shed and work on getting donkeys. I might only buy one for now, because we don't have any animal feed. I think that's what was up with the mating. And tax. Oh, shit, yeah, the taxes. Thanks, Storm. I keep forgetting about the bloody taxes. Well, you know, I was born in the U.S., and I don't get to vote, so why should I have to pay taxes, right? And pull a Monty Python. Oh, you're the king, are you? Well, I didn't vote for you. Three rows. I feel like we cut it a little close this season. Although, to be fair, we had to start one of the fields from scratch. So that took quite a bit longer than normal. Yes, I do have the achievement for that, Stephen. We specifically, our very last year in Season 2, we specifically did not pay our taxes to get the achievement. My problem is usually by the end of year 1, I already have a wife. So this is the first time that I've had to I had to go pay the taxes myself instead of just being able to send my wife. Because usually that's, you know, you wake up in spring and just have the wife do it. Why is it so red? Everything's so red. Alright, there we go. 3 full fields of flax at the beginning of year 2. That's a great place to be. Alright, so let's... The new economy being behind that far doesn't seem wise, right? Alright, let's take another... Oh, you know what? Let's build up our... Oh shit, we need more arrows badly. Let's build up our... building first. Our donkey shed. I actually think I'm going to put it down here. Da, 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 da. Oh boy, what's this? Oh, that's the sewing hut. We really do need to get that up too. Alright, logs. 8 stones. Requires planks. Okay, wow. 4 planks and 32 straw. Adult donkeys are 600. That is friggin' broken. We're only going to buy 1 for now. But we will definitely go back and get more. Yeah. That's broken. We should probably put that meat where it belongs too. Right? Taxes are higher, yes. I'm glad I didn't just bring 4. Shit. Alright, there's our donkey shelter. Alright, we're just going to grab a fistful of straw because I have no idea how much we actually need. I completely forgot the sticks, though. I feel like it's 48. I could be wrong. I was wrong. Alright. So at least now we can do something with the flax while we're at it. So that's... We definitely need to make more arrows. Alright, let's take the meat out of here and put it where it belongs. Nope. Well, we can sell that. It's fine. Yeah, we don't have any other feathers right now, so that's the best we can do. Yeah, we have to do something about feathers. We are not getting enough. We only have 16. Alright, let's get a drink and a bath. And then we can make our, make some buckets and then probably sleep. That way we can go and sell the buckets, pay off our taxes, and then see what we can do about accoutrements for our donkey. Let's take, I don't know, let's take a bunch. We got most of the buildings that we need up, so anything past this is just gravy. Well, the donkeys are basically a 2-off purchase if you do it right, because then you can get a breeding pair and have them replenish themselves. So I don't know if raised taxes really calls it a wash. Curious, with the lower price of animals, would slaughtering for food be more viable than selling the animals? I don't know. Even if you only get 300 coins an animal, that's still 300 coins versus like 4 to 5 meat. I feel like it's going to be worth it to sell it. Alright, off to pay taxes and then off to buy ourselves a donkey. Oh, we still have sticks left over. Well, that's convenient. Right, we still need to check for people at the villages too. So we need 2 male or a male producer and 2 female extractors still. At this point, we're not even collecting feathers for money. We're collecting them so that we can make more arrows for ourselves. Yeah, the recurve was I think what a lot of my aiming problem was. Alright, we have 4 people.
You know, I'm something of a
Nothing.
myself.
He's an extractor. He's male, though.
There's something hypnotizing about that fire.
And she's... Son of a bitch! Their races are reversed. Or their races. Their genders are reversed. We could hire him. He's both a fisher and a, We don't have anywhere to put him, though. That's the problem. That's why we needed what we need, because we don't have any open houses, completely open houses. I like the village right outside the village. You easily see it across the river. Oh, the NPCs are scaring all the birds off. You guys are assholes.
Hey,
Buy my 23 buckets. I don't know what you're going to do with them, but they're your problem now. Alright, do you have any horseshoes? You do! For 300. I'll take it. You have a longbow now. You didn't used to. You have recurve bows now! Alright, I know that's probably going to screw us, but we're going to buy an extra recurve because we're almost halfway through this one. She didn't have those when we looked last time. So I am super happy about that. Could you not climb on the walls when I'm trying to pay my damn taxes? Oh, it's this asshole. Can we just, I don't know, push him off?
once again.
I really wish they would let you murder people that annoy you in this game. That is one thing that Skyrim's got over this. Alright, well hopefully I didn't screw us monetarily. Oh crap, we need to go visit the lady with the weird voice. And see if she's got saddlebags and saddles.
Isn't it weird that only women blink once in a while? No animals.
Greetings!
Large saddlebag. Oh shit. Well, the saddlebag's gonna have to wait, and I spent more money than I thought we did. That's not good. Does she have saddles? No. Oh, maybe. Yes. For 720.
I've been have a
Shit.
good day.
I screwed up, guys. I know you're all terribly surprised by that. I think I was looking at the vendor's money and not our money. Alright, we can salvage this. Yeah, I should have checked first. I would rather have had the donkey than the stuff for the donkey, if we're being completely honest. We have a ridiculous amount of meat in storage at this point, I think. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cook a bunch of it for the production XP. Yeah. Yeah, we do. So 400 times 7 is going to give us 2,800? That's 2,800 coins worth of meat, I believe. Well, half of that realistically because of the... Yeah, it's worth 8 default. So we're probably going to wind up with about half of that. Yeah, I'll definitely have the money when the flax comes in. I think we're going to skip out on the... I'm hoping that selling this meat will give us enough to buy the donkey and the saddle. And then we'll just hold off on the saddle bag until the flax comes in, because I don't think that we're going to have an extra 1,000. We might, but I don't think so. As much as... I mean, those feathers that we just got... We could have turned those into bolts for sale, and that would have gotten us an extra couple hundred. But I really want to turn those into arrows for us so that we can do the deer hunting again on the season change. And that way we'll have enough money to... that way we'll have enough leather to make the maximum amount of money off of our... whatchamacallums? Linen.
Where are they? In your pocket?
Good day.
You're not, You're not who I thought you were.
You're so pretty.
How do you do?
Okay, so if we just sell you all of this... Well, there's 1,600. So the saddle we're going to have to buy. Otherwise, it's completely useless. And that gives us 1,000. So that's not quite enough for the large saddle bag and the donkey. So we're just going to go with the saddle for now. And we'll come back for that. We could always sell some more meat, because we're going to get a whole crap ton more meat again at the season change. But for now, we're just going to go with that. Unfortunately, it is that time of the night, guys, so we're going to have to buy the donkey next time. And I don't even think we're going back to the village. I think we're going to come up this way and save. But it is that time of the night, so we have our goals set already started for next episode. We are going to go ahead and finish up there to finish the quest, to purchase the donkey, and then do the season change so that we can sell the flax, sell the... well, we'll go on a copper run and sell that as well, and get some more hunting done. But, yeah, we did accomplish quite a bit this time. I'm very happy with that. We got our donkey stable up. We got the flax completely planted, all 3 fields. We're over halfway done with the cherries, which is awesome. So, yeah. You enjoyed this stream? Well, thank you, Storm. I enjoyed having you here. You guys are always super awesome and interactive, and I love it. But, yeah. If you guys learned anything useful tonight, or if you had a good time, please don't be afraid to drop a like. If you're feeling friendly, maybe go ahead and subscribe. But either way, you guys have a fantastic rest of your night, and we will catch you on Wednesday. Thanks for watching.